And that was Leo Waseo with When I Need You, going out to Maria Smart Barlow, sister of the famous Eddie Barlow, who stuck up for me today on one of his posts.
Good lad, Eddie. And also the sister of Jackie.
Yes, Jackie the frame maker.
Yes.
So Jackie, if you're listening tonight, I've got a couple of rugby shirts that might want doing.
And don't forget, I've got to bring you that one in. The one that's a little bit...
hot.
Yes.
We like hot shirts.
You know, but you like this one,
we
Simon.
We won't say where it's come from, but it's come from a typical Salford way.
Yes.
Yes.
So anyway, back to the show. What can you say about this band? They encapsulated the 70s more than any other band, didn't they?
I'm still in love with one of them.
I am as well, but not the one you're in love with.
Well, that's right. Well, we'll share them then.
Well, we're talking about ABBA.
Yes.
And in 1977, ABBA they brought out an album called Arrival. And this took them into the stratosphere. Now, they were colossal in Europe.
Yeah.
And Australia as well. And they'd had 3 number 1 singles in the previous year.
Started as a folk band, you know.
Oh, probably, yeah.
You did?
Mm. Did you know that Annie Fred, the dark-haired one of the two's father, was a German officer?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
she was Norwegian. Did you also
know it's Eurovision this Saturday?
Yes, well, I'm not going to watch that because it's absolute...
That's on East Side.
I don't know, but it
was a perfect link.
But it was a decent show then.
Yeah,
and there was no such thing. There was no such thing as political voting where they are. And trust me, because of Brexit, we ain't going to get any votes.
I'm going to tell you now, mate. We will get 12 points off Ireland, and Ireland will get 12 points off us.
And that's it. It's right.
That's like that. It's
but it annoys me when Europe castigate us on music when some of the music we give the world and some of the music they've give the world, it doesn't bear thinking about, does it?
No, it doesn't. You know.
So this one is going out to the Red Lion Gang: Dave Allen, George, Davina, Debs, Karen, the owner.
Yes.
So this is the wonderful ABBA and Knowing Me, Knowing You, which was number 1 for 5 weeks, one of their biggest hits.
And can I just mention, for that mention of the Red Lion, make sure Noddy gets a pint on Sunday and get Eddie Smythe one. And I'll tell you what, send the bell to the sounds of Salford.
Walking through an empty house,
And that was ABBA with Knowing Me and Knowing You and Knowing the Landlord in the Red Lion on the heights of the metropolis of all musical entertainment on a Sunday. He won't get you both a pint.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Anyway, moving on to another 70s legend full stop. Mr. Roderick Stewart. Now, this single's a double A side, so we're playing just one side of it. Yeah. Now, the song he sings here was written by Cat Stevens in 1967, and it came off his first album. The American soul singer P.P. Arnold did a brilliant version of this.
I think this is the best version.
Well, Rod does a pretty fair version here. Yeah. Very, very good version. And Rod, again, had cracked America with his two albums, Atlantic Crossing and A Night on the Town. So in June 77, this was number one for 4 weeks. And there was a bit of controversy because they reckon they engineered the charts to keep the Sex Pistols off number one.
Yeah.
I think the Sex Pistols could have been number one for a week, but it was never been proven, and all the chart companies denied it. They just said it was.
Probably did, because they didn't want them there, did they?
But the chart companies, all of them, have said that, it never happened. So I don't know what to believe. But this is going out to Pat and to my Auntie Chris and Uncle Alan. They're all big Rod fans. Rod Stewart, The First Cut is the Deepest.
Given you all of my heart, but there's someone who's torn it apart, and she's taken just all that I had. But if you want, I'll try to love again. Baby, I'll try to love again, but I know first cut is the deepest. Baby, I know the first cut is the deepest. When it comes to being lucky, she's cursed. When it comes to loving me, she's worse. I still want you by my side, just to help me dry the tears that I've cried. And I'm sure gonna give you a try. And if you want, I'll try to love again. Baby, I'll try to love again, but I know the first cut is the deepest. Baby, I know the first cut is the deepest. When it comes to being lucky, she's cursed. When it comes to loving me, she's worse. Just to help me dry the tears that I've cried. But I'm sure gonna give you a try. 'Cause if you want, I'll try to love again. Baby, I'll try to love again, but I know the first cut is the deepest. Baby, I know the first cut is the deepest. When it comes to being lucky, she's cursed. When it comes
And that was one of my all-time top 10 ever. Going out to Auntie Pat and Chris, wasn't it?
Me Auntie Pat. Yeah. Sorry, Pat, Auntie Chris and Uncle Alan.
Yeah, well, I got the Chris and Pat and then...
Well, Uncle Alan told me today, he says he saw Rod in 77 at Bellevue. And he said, I think their entire, all the stage wear got mislaid. Probably in Salford.
Yeah, got robbed.
So Rod come on stage wearing a pair of white shorts and a vest, probably a string vest.
So, if you've got that gear, sell it or something. We'll put it on eBay. We need some funds.
So, what have we got next, Simon?
Well, we have got an absolute classic. Mm-hmm. If I said to you, whatever happened to Duncan Trotsky?
Oh.
He got an ice pick.
Yes, well.
I used to sing it to him all the time at school, mate.
Right.
Because we used to walk to school together, and when this song come out, it brings back special memories for me. And even he got into it in the end, and he started getting into the Stranglers, you know what I mean?
Well, the Stranglers, they were classed as punk, but they've been around since 74, and they were from Guildford in Surrey. Bain, and it was Hugh Cornwall, Jean-Jacques Burnell, Jet Black, I think Dave Greenfield, and they did have a bit of an attitude, but they weren't really in the punk for like the Pistols or the Clash were, but they wrote some great stuff, and this is a brilliant song. I mean, like you said, it mentions Leon Trotsky, who, I might add, in 1940, whilst he was on the run in Mexico City, did get an ice pick that made his ear burn, and it killed him.
Hello.
You know, just having such a brilliant line, that it really is.
It's just one of the best lines in music ever. Whatever happens to Leon Trotsky?
Yeah, and well, Stalin had him done away with. Yeah, exactly. You didn't mess with Joe Stalin then. Mr. Trotsky found out to his cost.
You don't mess with the Stalin that's in power now in Russia. He seems to have grown a bit from having nothing.
No, Stalin, trust me, was worse, Simon.
From when the Berlin Wall come down, he seems to have grown again, don't he?
But Stalin, trust me, was another animal.
Oh, I know.
He was completely.
But then again, we had our own with Winnie. Winnie would go for the 2.
Oh yeah. Yeah, go for 2, yeah.
I believe there was a picture of me and Dennis would go for the 2, saving
it's a legendary one, yeah, it was.
In the old paper last night.
Yeah, seen it. Yeah. Great. But this is a brilliant track. I won't really call this, I'd probably call this one of the first rumblings of what's called new wave music.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant song. I'd like to dedicate this to Steve Clare, one of my colleagues in the lab. So Steve, this is for you, this is the Stranglers and No More Heroes.